house. It's gonna be awesome.
You feel like a little kid boner.
Yeah.
Like
And when she
1993.
walks through the door, and I'm just the happiest, just big retard smile and everything. Just, yay, Christmas! Merry Christmas! So she comes through the door again.
The second one.
That went on way too long.
Way longer than it should have.
Yeah.
So she gives me the 2 big boxes. I'm like, I'm gonna open this one last. So I open the first package, and it's Optimus Prime. But
Not worthless.
no, but it's an Optimus Prime action figure, and guess what? It doesn't do.
Transform.
It doesn't transform. So it's a transformer that doesn't transform.
So in other words, it's a piece of crap.
Right. I immediately threw it away. I
Like
didn't
in
even
front of her.
Like she left and I threw it away.
Throw it out the window on the way
I
home.
opened it. I was like, "Oh, cool! I can take his arm off and put a different arm on." And I'm sitting there trying to I was like, well, "He doesn't transform." She's like, "Well, I didn't know that." She goes, "But it's cool." And I was like, "You like toys?" I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And that one I could kind of just, at least it was
You can let it go.
on
She
the
didn't
right
know.
track. Then, now at the time, I'm like 23, 24 years old. Okay.
So this was like 10 years ago.
Right. This is at least 46 years ago. She gives me the big box, and I tear it open. And the picture on the outside of the box is a set of pots and pans. And I'm like, oh, cool, pots and pans. But that's not what's in here.
Which would have been a better gift.
I'm going to open this box, and it's going to be full of awesome toys. I open the box. As I'm opening the box, she goes, no, it actually is pots and pans. And I went, oh. And I couldn't hide it. I was living in an apartment with a friend of mine, and I cooked like 3 times a month. And it was only ever when she was. It was only ever when she's like, but you like to cook. And I was like, yeah, but I only cook when you come over. Those pots and pans sat in the box for a year and a half before they ever got used. Everything she got me was worthless. Then she went to Europe the next day.
There's no way in hell that's the most worthless gift you've ever gotten. There's no way in hell.
Yeah,
pots
absolutely.
and pans,
Pots
totally
and pans.
useful. And you just were too lazy to cook with them.
Yeah.
But I
But
said
look,
ridiculous
that's just
too.
as, yeah, but that's just
That
as
is
bad
that is
as,
totally ridiculous. Nobody gives somebody a box that has pots and pans on it, and it actually has pots and pans
right.
in it.
That's
Like,
the equivalent of Steven giving Brandy a vacuum cleaner on their anniversary.
Yeah.
That's what that was. I'm like, thanks for the useful gift. Now, as a later adult, now that I'm, 342,
You
these
would
things
love
are
some
useful.
pots and
I would
pans.
love
Probably
pots
still,
and
though.
pans.
Probably
You
still
could
not for
buy me-
Christmas.
Right, not for Christmas. I would prefer not for Christmas. But if you get them for me, I will happily accept them.
Oh, yes.
And I'm like, I can throw out the ones that my ex-girlfriend got me many years ago.
What about you, Philip?
Because, at the time, you're 23. Do you cook? The answer is no.
Yeah, Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Hot
microwave?
Pocket
Then you don't need
subs.
dishes.
Remember that shit?
Okay. So my most worthless gift, both of which were white elephant gifts. I don't know if that's racist or not. I'm just going to go ahead and say yes.
Why is
But
it white?
it's sort of exactly.
Why they gotta be white?
Why they gotta be white for? It's sort of a tie between 2 gifts that I got in consecutive years at my family's house. It's just the worst crap ever. The first one is a cookie barn that when you open it, it plays the theme song to Green Acres. And I just want to murderize this thing.
God.
I still have it, but only for the delicious pleasure of re-gifting it at some random white elephant gift exchange somewhere down the
Cookie
line.
Still
barn?
have it?
It's a barn that is for cookies. It's horrible. It's plastic. If you put cookies in it, how would you ever... Whatever. How can you clean this cookie barn? It'd just be disgusting and filled with roaches. And it would also play the Green Acres theme. So that's pretty worthless. But then also a whole full set of dishes all themed after chili peppers.
Dude, it's like
I've
seen
hot chili
at least
peppers?
no,
Or
like
just chili peppers?
actually, I've seen a billion of these at Peddler's Malls and shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed where that
They
came
were
from.
Christmas presents, and people went, nah, this shit's gotta go.
No.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's just... They're not even good quality dishes. Like, shit you would never use.
It's like
You would
basically
be
a
afraid
step
that-
above dollar store paper plates.
Essentially. You'd be afraid, you would want to throw them away after the first use, and you'd be afraid that if you put food in them, they would like seep into the pores in these dishes. It's like the worst. Very, very, very worthless.
I would have to say this is my worst, and I was about 10 years old, and I had saved up my allowance, and it was the first year I actually got my brother something, and I got him a collector's edition Michael Jordan card for his basketball card collection.
Excellent
And
gift.
I opened my present from him before he opened his present for me. And he literally wrapped a potato and gave it to me.
That's awesome.
It had a tag and a bow, and I opened it, and it was not even baked. It was just, he went into the cupboard, he got a potato, and he wrapped it, and he gave it to me for Christmas.
Why would he think that you would want that?
No, he's an asshole. Yeah. At this time, he was like 15 or 16, so he clearly did this on purpose.
Well, he clearly had the means to get you a decent gift, at least better than the one you got him. I mean,
You know what I did?
Took his gift.
I fucking kept that shit. I kept that Michael Jordan card.
I'm glad you did. I hope you still have it.
I do still have it. Fuck him.
Speaking of
God,
speaking of the fuck,
Oh,
that leads us. No, we haven't started yet.
No.
Before I came over to Steven's house, I stopped by Walmart, which around Christmas time is where hopes go to die.
yeah.
Right? So
And
I pick
Hobos also go there to die.
I pick up 3 bars of soap. The movies that we are podcasting today are National Lampoons Christmas Vacation, and of course, A Christmas Story. Classic Christmas movies. In a scene in A Christmas Story, Ralphie says the F word. Not fudge.
What F word?
Right? So what I have brought to the attention of both Stephen and Philip, and Stephen was being a pussy and wouldn't do it. We had to talk him into it.
He's like, well, if I'm thinking I'm going to pussy
during the podcast, we say fuck. We have to put the soap in our mouths for 3 seconds for every fuck.
Does that count?
All right, no,
those don't count. Those are the explanations.
This is the explanation. You explain the rules, then we're good. So, once I finish my spiel here, anytime anyone says fuck, soap goes in the mouth.
Fuck.
And it is Red Dial Cranberry Pomegranate soap.
It's nasty looking.
And it really, there's soap here, I swear to God. And sacrifices must be made for comedy.
Oh, no.
And Steven's so mad about it because of, like, bad childhood memories of his dad brushing his teeth.
He's pretty sure he's going to throw up.
I'm real excited
about it. Hardcore.
Yeah.
Let's actually start with talking about A Christmas Story. It's, 1983, probably one of the most famous Christmas movies of all time. I would put it up there with fame as far as, like, Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah,
all those
huge
fucking Christmas
They
movies.
Get it!
Boom! Oh, he's got it in his mouth.
3. I'm so glad we did this.
Right off the bat, you know you're going to be the one who has to do it the most, too.
It's 30 years old. It's still fun to watch. It takes place in Indiana as well. Why don't you just do a flail? Like a duck flail. And they play it for 24 hours every year on TNT.
That tells you right off the bat, it is one of the most classic, if not the most classic Christmas film.
I'm going to be a team player here, Steven. Fuck!
I think you just
I'm not
soap.
going to be a team. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just wants an excuse to chew on soap. Ooh, he sunk his teeth into it.
Damn it, I actually did.
Well, you have to sink your teeth into it. That's what Ralphie does.
Right, I mean...
You can even see the grooves when he pulls out. In fact, let's go ahead and play a clip from that part where Ralphie gets in trouble.
It's so bad.
For one brief moment, I saw all the bolts silhouetted against the lights of the traffic, and then they were gone.
Oh, fudge.
Only I didn't say fudge. I said the word. The big one. The queen mother of dirty words. The F-dash-dash-dash word. What did you say? That's what I thought you said.
And his dad is the coolest dad ever.
He fights with the furnace.
Yeah.
He battles with the furnace. You know what's even better is at the scene after this when he has the soap in his mouth and he has to rat on somebody and he obviously can't say his dad. He's like, I can't. He rats on his friend Schwartz.
Yeah.
He rats on him and then you hear, like, Ralphie's mom goes and calls that kid's mom.
He has to rinse his mouth out with soap.
No. He gets murdered.
You can hear through the telephone conversation, like, Ralphie's mom goes, do you know what Ralphie said? And then she, like, covers her mouth and whispers it in the phone. You hear the mom start screaming.
Yeah. And
then she's like, do you know where he heard it? No, not his father. Your son. And then you hear, what? And then she beats the shit out of him.
Yeah,
Mom, I didn't do anything. Oh, God. Just screaming and beating it. It's the best Christmas movie.
This is brilliant. And of course, he wants to his dream Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
No, I actually used to live in this apartment over on Dewey Street in the ghetto, and there was these people that couldn't spell that lived across the parking lot from me, and in giant spray painted words, they just wrote "Merry Critmas."
How could they misspell Christmas?
And no H, it was Critmas.
I wonder if that was on purpose or not.
No, I met those people. It was some
Merry Christmas.
It was this methy dude named Paul and his whale wife.
Whale wife.
Yeah, I think she was like.
What is it with like incredibly tiny, skinny guys that are like 120 pounds and they're like 5'8", dating these 5'11" like behemoth woolly mammoth looking bitches?
I don't know.
It's one of the great. I don't know. Maybe they think they can like absorb the fat through osmosis and keep them alive.
Can you imagine with two people like that fuck though?
Can you imagine when two people like that fornicate? You mean into the mouth?
Yes. Get your tongue all over that thing. Ew. Ew.
Nasty.
This is so bad.
So of course,
this is the worst idea ever.
Yeah. Now I'm the one suffering for it.
Of course, Peter Billingsley plays Ralphie. You would probably know him from
nothing. It's like a 2-minute. Everything that he's in is like a 2-second cameo role,
and he looks old as hell.
Yeah. His eyes look exactly the same, like those super bright blue kid eyes.
Oh yeah, for sure. But anyway, his dream gift is the Red Ryder 200 count BB gun,
bolt action,
not BB gun, air rifle, and of course everybody tells him he can't have it because he's gonna shoot his eye out. But one of my favorite parts of this movie is when he's daydreaming about himself shooting the criminals that are coming into his backyard. That mostly black criminals that are coming into his backyard.
This movie is 100% racist from beginning to end.
It did not give a crap about being racist. See, I'm not even saying any cuss words. I'm just afraid. And
I don't know if you noticed, but he was just wearing the most horrific outfit ever while he was shooting or in his daydream. It was like
he was the gayest cowboy. That's exactly. He was sparkly, silver, it was white.
He looked like 1980s Jeff Jarrett walking out to the ring with on his horse with like
oh god, yeah,
glowy jackets on and stuff. Oh, it was
worse than the Village People cowboy.
Yeah,
way worse than that. That one was actually a decently convincing cowboy, except for all the nakedness.
Brokeback Christmas Story.
Dude.
One of the worst people in this movie is Scut Farkus.
Scut
Farkus. Even the name is horrible. Like, he's just, or what a horrible name. Like, he's talking about, and his laugh.
It is a horrible name.
Farkus?
How
is somebody named Farkus?
How is somebody named Scut?
Yeah, but like
Scut Farkus.
But think about it. How is somebody named Farkus the bully? Like, that's the kid who gets picked.
Why do bullies always have bully names though?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They do though, even in real life.
Like Grimes McPuncher.
That might be a little bit of a stretch.
Sweaty McSack Pincher.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Thomas Eye Flipper.
Yeah, always. And they always have like those names. It's always one syllable first name.
Oh,
Rod.
Yeah, Rod or Biff.
Or Scutch.
Yeah, Scut.
And what's his toady? What's his toady's name? Isn't it Gil?
I don't even know, but it's like a little midget kid that's dressed like a
Grover. His name's Grover Dill, and they call him Bill.
He's dressed like Brian Johnson from AC/DC.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, damn it!
I'm so happy.
God, you guys are the worst at that. I thought I was bad.
He even had the same Ralphie face, just so sad. It was like, it's literally like you actually have to put a dick in your mouth. Like that's the same face you would make if you had to put a penis into your mouth.
Just slowly.
I don't want to.
What? Are you done yet?
I was like, what is Tiny Tim doing beating up Ralphie? Yeah. Then they just start punching each other, and then Ralphie just beats the shit out of Scud Farkus.
Yeah, just wails on him like a street beatdown.
Well, no, but he's like blackout beating him.
Yeah,
too, like screaming.
Rag him, frag him, rag him.
Yeah, dude.
He's like punches him for so long that it cuts away and it comes back and it just says 1 hour later and there's just a pile of goo.
Yeah, and he's bloody. And like the bully does nothing. He just goes and gets up.
Yeah,
that's it. And that guy's still in movies and looks exactly the same.
I couldn't stand Randy though. Randy almost makes us like
His little brother.
Yeah, when I was younger, Randy makes this movie almost unwatchable for me because of his screeching and squealing and like just his. It's so mind numbing, like the noises that this child makes in this movie.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. After Ralphie drops the F-bomb and Randy's hiding in
the cupboard. Dad's gonna kill Ralphie.
Dad's gonna kill Ralphie. He's not gonna kill him. You want some milk? Yeah, and his mom gives him milk, and then she goes, "See you later," and just shuts him back in there. So good.
Yeah, there's definitely no harmful chemicals underneath the cabinet in the kitchen.
No, especially in like 1955.
Yeah, where everything's literally made of asbestos.
Yeah, asbestos and lead.
What year did this movie take place?
It had to be in the 50s.
Was it 50s?
Yeah.
I thought it was 70s, but
it was back in the day whenever a normal family would consider giving their child a gun for Christmas.
Ridiculous.
But probably the most infamous thing about this movie, or famous thing, I guess, not really infamous, but is the leg lamp.
Oh yeah.
It's a very prestigious award.
Yeah, and Ralphie's like molesting it.
Oh,
like,
he's
slinging its legs.
He's like 9 years old and he's straight like rubbing it, and I mean like rubbing it. And his mom keeps smacking his head. Stop it, Ralphie! And he's
Well, his mom gets super jealous of it.
She breaks it. Stupid whore.
We don't have any glue. You used all the glue, didn't you?
Did this on purpose. He
How do
freaks
you get
out.
jealous of a lamp?
Well, it was a really
she kept
sexy
turning
lamp.
it off. Yeah, it was a very sexy lamp. You can actually buy that lamp.
Yeah, you can get smaller versions of it at Walgreens for like $20, and you can get the giant one for $200.
Really?
If I had one, front window.
If you bought it though, it would arrive in a box labeled Fragile.
Yeah,
Fragile. Yeah.
It must be Italian.
Yeah. Oh man. And
that's the same guy that played Billy Madison's dad, by the way.
And he's super good. Like
yeah,
he's an awesome
also
actor.
super dead.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he died like 6 or 7 years ago.
Good.
You can actually, like you're saying, at Walgreens, you can find that lamp right next to the Charlie Brown Christmas tree at Walgreens.
That's the best thing about other than the fact that everything at Walgreens is $400 more than anywhere else on the planet.
Yeah.
Except for every other week, sodas are like $3 cheaper than you can get anywhere.
Yeah, and they
do weird.
That's the only way you can get any kind of worth.
My girlfriend has started extreme couponing. Man.
Oh, great!
Yeah, so she spends all of her time at Walgreens. Like she spends and does so much stuff at Walgreens now that they give her money back. She spends zero money. She comes home the other day and has like 11 bottles of Tide.
Right,
Why
but
do
the
we
question
need that?
you have to ask yourself is all that time, if you were paying yourself for that time, would you have made any money at all? Or would you just be wasting a crap load of time to get a buttload of Tide?
She's not that bad,
So much
honestly.
Tide.
She's not that bad. I might have to have an intervention within 6 months. Like I'm really like holding it down.
Depending on the extent by that time.
Yes. So far, she's only buying things that we need in mass quantities that won't go bad.
Well, that's really the edge of the precipice, I think. Because after you start buying 36 jars of salsa because you can get them basically for free, it's like, well, yeah, you got all those salsas for free, but you had to waste a bunch of time, and they're all going to go bad. So thank you for ruining the earth.
I went to some lady's house who was like did that with like Hostess cakes and those big bottles of cheese balls stacked to the ceiling.
They
to the ceiling.
They do have an expiration date, man. They do. But back to the podcast.
Yeah.
Extreme couponing. Don't or maybe do it. I don't know.
Don't do it. Just please, for God's sake.
Back to Walgreens.
Back to Walgreens.
No, like seriously, I went there one time and they were
We're still talking.
they were like, "Do you want this card so you can save on the stuff you're buying today?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." And they gave me this card, and they were like, "You're not going to save anything."
After telling you you were clearly going to save 2 days. I know, I was there, and you were mad about it. You're like, really? You lied to me.
I don't know, like I said, one of my least favorite, but favorite parts is, it's hard. It's like, I hate it, but I love it. I hate it because of all the screeching that Randy's doing, but I like it because it's the part where Ralphie meets Santa, and he's just so like, first of all, what the fuck?
Steven's in the lead.
Oh,
Steven just passed up.
Yeah.
oh,
Get it all over your
Deep
lips. Dunk it in there.
it's so nasty.
It is really bad.
It's so, I'm gonna
And
throw
Philip, I'm really disappointed in the fact, has not said one single F word. It's
Don't
pissing
worry,
me-
it'll slip out. I'm telling you. Like, I have pretty good control over it for about 20 minutes.
I kind of want to punch him in
Yeah,
the
let's
dick.
just start pinching him and stuff.
Ow! F.
Y'all definitely get punched in the balls.
No, But what is with the elves? They're such jerks.
They're the worst people ever.
Grabbing him by the arm and throwing him.
They're all going through cocaine withdrawal. They're just angry, pissed, and throwing children, kicking them down a slide.
Essentially, it's the worst job in the world, and it only goes to people who don't generally have a job, because it's a seasonal-only job, of course.
Right.
So, it's basically going to the lowest bidder, the worst person imaginable. That's why it's always the worst people. And that's what boggles me, but why do
Drunks right out of a homeless shelter.
Exactly. Straight out of the halfway house. Why do people still bring their children to situations like this?
I don't know.
It's like, hey, you remember that?
Because it's tradition and it won't hurt them at all.
I didn't understand all the Wizard of Oz people. Like, there was Wizard of Oz people all over. Did you see that?
Yeah, well, in the mall. Because the parade had Wizard of Oz stuff in the... I don't understand.
Wizard of Oz?
Wizard of Oz. The Critmas parade for Wizard of Oz.
Oh, man. So Ralphie finally gets to Santa, and he can't talk, so Santa's like, okay, you get a football. And Ralphie just nods.
Well, no, he says football.
Well,
he's like, what do you want? Okay, what do you want? Football. You go, football.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But
he
Santa
apparently is starstruck by a drunken, half-assed
Oh, he's
Santa
the worst Santa. He's
I love
scary.
It. Like,
he's
right before Ralphie and his brother come up there, he's like, oh, this one's wet. Like, when he sets the kid on his lap, this one's like, get him off me. It's hilarious. Like, worst Santa ever. It's even worse than the one from Elf where Will Ferrell's just like, you smell like beef and cheese!
I love it. I used to hate it, but I love it.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
I used to have a copy of the DVD. I threw it out of my moving vehicle, and I got it for free, and I threw it away. Because I hated the movie so damn bad. I almost said cuss words now.
But you like it now.
I love it. It's so good.
It is good.
This is going to be the only podcast where we don't drop the F-bomb every 3 seconds.
Every other second.
Like, just
I
because
should definitely have my parents listen to this one.
Yeah, because they'll know that we're punishing ourselves for saying the F word.
Steven's dad should definitely know about it at least.
Oh, yeah, he'll love it. And he'll be like, oh, you didn't say that?
Yeah, I remember that. So, and he put something in my mouth for saying "screw you." That's what he got me with.
Oh yeah,
screw you.
That's it.
It's because I had Nickelodeon Gak, pink Nickelodeon Gak, and I got it all over his brand new white carpet, and it stained it pink.
Yeah.
And
well, to your defense, seriously, white carpet, get your kids Nickelodeon Gak. Seriously,
yeah.
My parents knew better.
And he was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I remember, I was like probably 7 or 8 at the time, and he yelled at me, and then I was just like, you know what, Dad, screw you. And I just remember him turning around in the hallway, and just like fire in his eyes.
Did he look like Gandalf when he started screaming at Bilbo, and like everything turned black, and he was just like, Bilbo, back up!
And for some reason, he turns into Satan for 1 second.
Yeah. Like, he just snapped his fingers, and my mouth was filled with soap.
Yeah.
Just awful.
But it was so much worse for you. Like, Dial on an actual toothbrush?
No, it was dish soap.
That's what I mean, like
Dial
makes dish soap.
Well, I used to go to a daycare somewhere in Charlestown when I was really boy. I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And I remember cussing there, and they would make me wash my mouth out with soap, and all they had was the squeezy hand soap.
Oh! Straight up hand lotion.
Yeah, so they were just like, and then put it in my mouth. And my mom threatened to beat the shit out of one of the counselors when she picked me up. Because I got in there, and they had told her that I'd gotten in trouble for cursing. And so my mom was going to beat the hell out of me because I was cursing, and I was 4. And she's like, well, what did they do? What'd you get in trouble? Like, they put soap in my mouth. And my mom's like, no, I don't think so.
You're like, well, this isn't Nazi Germany.
Some like 19-year-old like pothead counselor, you know, come on, put soap in my mouth.
Let's play what Santa says to Ralphie when he finally tells him what he really wants.
No, I want an official red undercover knife and 200 shot in my leg rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Which is what everybody says.
Every adult.
And every time Ralphie says that, no, I can't understand.
Can anybody understand a damn thing he's saying?
Obviously,
I heard rifle. That's all I heard.
I think that's pretty
It sounds like a crazy, angry Indian man yelling at me as I pull out of the fucking parking lot. God damn it.
Yes!
I told you, about 20 minutes is my limit.
Put that soap in your mouth. Put it in there.
Oh, it was so much worse than I thought it was going to be. It tastes like salt and sperm.
Whoa!
Wait a minute.
Whoa, we just started a whole new podcast.
Well, there we go. We're going to have to cut this one off. Christmas is canceled. We got
Christmas is canceled. We have more important stuff.
Yeah. Even Brandy's over here laughing.
Horsemasturbators.com.
Yeah, horsemasturbators.com just got real.
Oh. Oh. It's on my retainer.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's in it. It's in it.
It's in and around me.
And you
I'm
can't
never cussing again.
You can't forget the sheer racism in this movie.
Oh, dude. It's a sheer cliff of racism. And you're going right off the edge.
Yeah, and of course
we already talked about the preponderance of black burglars.
yeah.
So many black burglars.
We'll get to the more racism here in a minute, but what about when it's finally Christmas Day and Ralphie finally gets his Red Ryder air rifle?
No, what about his bunny suit?
But also gets a pink bunny suit. And it says his aunt thinks he's a girl and 4 years old.
Yeah, and perpetually 4 years old and a girl. And he gets the pink bunny suit. I love what his dad says. His dad looks at him and he goes disgusting. He goes, "You look like a demented Easter bunny."
Yeah, he's like, "Are you happy in that?"
And he's like, "No." He's like, "Take it off." Tell him to go, like, he can't do it without asking his wife. Tell him to go take it off. Go take it off, Ralphie.
Yeah.
You only wear it when Aunt Claire is around. And then he runs upstairs, takes it off.
My favorite part about the dad in the whole movie is just how ridiculously offended he is whenever Randy starts eating his food like a pig.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he is just so pissed off about it. Like, he's got his paper and he just looks over the paper and he's just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Because the kid won't eat. And so she's like, "I'll get him to eat." You know, the mom is, "What's this piggy making? How does a piggy eat?" And he starts slamming his face into his food, snorting and oinking. And
I'm pretty sure he didn't eat anything.
He didn't eat anything. He just had mashed potatoes all over his face.
Yeah, and all over the house.
Yeah. And his dad is pissed.
I would beat the hell out of my kid if it acted like that.
Right.
Except for I wouldn't. I'd probably just wash his mouth out with soap. Dial.
And then he gets his gun and he goes out to shoot it. And of course the first thing he does is almost shoot his eye out.
Yeah.
He shoots his glasses off of his face and then steps on his glasses.
Which I feel like is a huge step towards shooting your eye out. Like, he's just lucky he's a nerd.
And that
has glasses.
And you know what?
Because the only people that have glasses are nerds.
The first shot. First shot, it ricochets and hits him right below the eye.
If he was the greatest marksman on the planet, he could not have done that twice.
Right.
Or even once.
Yeah. That's a 1 in 1,000 shot.
1 quadrillion. I mean, what does it even ricochet off of?
I think it was up against his steel shed.
Well, he had the little sign that came with the box, and it was like the Red Ryder target, but then it was like hung up on a street sign or something, basically. And then it ricocheted off of that and hit him. And they weren't even real BBs. It was like those little squishy air rifle things. Like, what kind of pussy has those?
First of all, two stories about air rifles. Number one, Philip shot me in the eye with one at point blank while I was driving.
Just saying though, it was a Peddler's Mark air rifle, so it had the power of me just leaning forward and slowly poking him in the eyeball.
It was, "Hey Steven."
I was going to shoot you in the back of the head because you were driving. I didn't think you would turn your head all the way around.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter because that was after you shot a real BB gun at me. Oh, look, it's not loaded. Point straight in my face, and I somehow managed to get out of the way in time.
CO2 powered, by the way.
Yeah.
Also,
would have blinded me.
It had some stank on it.
I was riding. This was after that point when there were air rifle pellets spilled all over the back of my car. I was driving, and
taking me to the Peddler's Mark.
One of my friends in the back seat threw one of the pellets, and it bounced off the passenger seat and went down my ear canal. And I'm driving and freaking out because this thing, I'm like trying to get it, and the more I try to pick it out, it's going further and further down my ear canal, and I'm like, no!
It's gonna get in my brain!
Finally, it's gonna lay eggs. I finally pull over and I find a pen in my car and dig it out with a pen cap.
Ooh.
And I was just like, oh god, it almost went in.
So gross.
Just the tip.
But yeah, awful. But anyway, so Ralphie's excuse is, Ralphie off the top of his head just says, "It was an icicle. The icicle came down and hit me in the face." Yeah. And his mom just totally buys it.
Buys it from hell.
Yeah. Buys it from hell.
You would die.
Oh, yeah.
If an icicle hit you in the eyeball and broke your glasses off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still.
Whatever. It worked.
And then probably the second famous part of the movie, besides the lamp, I think, would be the tongue stuck to the light or to the lamp
Oh,
post.
yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
were talking about
And then they leave the kid out there. They're like, "What do we do? The bell rang."
Well, screw him.
Just leave him there.
But isn't that really how you felt whenever you were a kid? Like, if the bell rang, it
You went
doesn't-
in.
Like, you go in unless you're one of those kids that doesn't give a crap.
Yeah.
Like, just wants to get in trouble.
Right, you go in. That's it.
Yeah. It doesn't
Bell
matter
rang.
what's happening.
But what are we gonna do?
We just found a buried treasure chest? Oh, well. No bell rang.
Yeah, we better
We'll have
get
to
on
hope
it.
it's still there during
The bell
second
rang.
recess.
If we don't get in there, we're not going to be able to go out tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's clearly...
and then it'll ruin it for everybody. Then you get your ass beat by 18 other people in the class.
Yeah. You get your ass whipped by Scott Fargus.
Yeah, Scut Farkas and reach around McFuck pants.
Oh.
Oh, whole bar right in the mouth.
Whoa.
There.
Yeah, we should have had a...
Ooh, I can feel it sticking to my lips.
we should have had an addendum to the rules that said
Addendum.
every time you say the F word again, it has to go further into your mouth. You kids been messing with an addendum. That's
Ew,
going
we'll
back to our
be deep
Meteor Man
throating
podcast.
Dial in like 10 minutes into this podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mine's worn down to like a little.
You whittle it down to a point.
But let's get finished up with Christmas Story. You guys got anything else you want to say about
No,
that?
this is... If you haven't seen this movie, Brandy,
She's
my
seen it.
girlfriend Amanda,
Yeah,
you're not American.
probably Miranda too. Has she seen it?
Yeah, about 200 trillion times.
Because you
That
watch
was
it
the
every
worst
day.
one.
Miranda doesn't like movies.
This was
but
a
she
terrible-
loves Christmas movies.
This
from
was a
hell.
terrible idea to stick half the bar soap in my mouth, because now I can taste it in the back of my throat.
Yeah, so once it reaches the back, that's it. You're done.
There's no getting it out. That's
Yeah,
it.
which is
This is as bad as your wedding, Fluffer.
I'm over here dying while you guys talk about putting things in your mouth and reaching it to the back and tasting it in the back of your throat.
you
Shit.
can never get to taste that.
I can't take it.
Yeah,
So we'll go ahead and move on to our second movie, which is Mark, as you said
National
We
earlier.
didn't talk about the racism.
Oh, we
Oh,
didn't.
God,
we
you can't. We gotta go
we
back.
have to go back.
Son
I'm
of a
sorry.
bitch.
Clearly, it's the most racist thing I've ever seen in a children's movie.
Right.
A
Not
children's
only that,
Christmas movie.
A movie that plays for 24 straight hours.
Right.
And yet, it's still somehow acceptable. I mean, honestly,
Well, you know why? Because it's funny.
yeah, it's
Right.
hilarious.
It is. It's hilarious.
Well, and we didn't really mention the whole reason that they go to the Chinese restaurant either, and it's because the freaking dogs.
Oh,
You didn't get me.
Concho
The
fell.
dogs from next door, the neighbor's dogs. 900 bloodhounds.
Can you talk about the most murdered dogs that ever lived? God, if that happened to the Count. Just dog slippers. Dog
Dude,
slippers.
I died when he closed one of them's ear in the door.
And just left it there.
And you just see the ear
dangling.
My
girlfriend
goes, "Get out of here, you son of a bitch!"
Amanda just goes, "Oh," I was like, "Man, screw that dog."
Yeah, there's 9 of them,
Seriously.
and they just come in and demolish.
Yeah, they break into the
Christmas
house
dinner.
and eat the Christmas turkey.
Like, I'm not down with hurting animals for any reason, yada, 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 but if they break into my house, come on. I mean, there's got to be a limit to how much I'm allowed to take
Well,
from
even
my
before
animals.
that, his dad said, "Don't shoot any animals unless it's the neighbor's dog."
And this is a good reason why.
So, because the turkey was eaten, they go to the Chinese restaurant, and
Because everybody knows on Thanksgiving, or on Christmas, Chinese restaurants are open.
they are.
Not
I know they are.
Are
stopped
they not
it, yeah,
anymore?
because they don't get any business.
They get business from me.
I went like 2 years ago to a Chinese restaurant on Christmas.
Yeah, there's a we
The one
tried
up here
we
on
tried
Charlestown
going on
Road used
Thanksgiving.
to stay open all the time, but they've started closing recently.
Or maybe Golden Blossom, but that's
Gordon Brush.
Golden Brush.
Speaking of,
Tis the season to be jolly. No. Not ra 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 la 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 la.
la 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 la.
First of all, no one has ever sang like that or talked like that. That is the most exaggerated ridiculousness.
I'm going to call you a liar, sir.
That's how we joke with our Japanese friend about the way she talks.
Oh, no, I joked with an Asian lady at the Chinese restaurant on Charlestown Road, and I asked for a mellow yellow. And I know, I know that they only have Pepsi products, which means I get a Mountain Dew. She goes, "No mellow yellow. What do you matter do?"
You're like
And
Mellow
I'm just
Yellow?
going, yeah.
I think
Like,
the worst
yes, you did.
the worst time for me was at a sushi place. I think it was Shogun, And I was just out of it at the moment, and she asked me if I wanted any lols. And
I was no.
You want any lols?
she was like, lols. And I literally was looking at this lady like she was an idiot.
You're like, I don't know what the hell.
I have no clue what you're saying to me right now, but I didn't say anything. Like, it was just, if you can just
stared at her
imagine
like,
me,
speak American!
yeah, if you can just imagine me looking at you like you're a dumbass, then that was probably the look she was getting. And then finally, out of anywhere, she was just like waiting for a response, and I just go, oh, rolls!
You're so excited. You figure it out.
I finally understood. I finally connected the dots and made the dinosaur picture.
Damn it.
Alright.
Now we can move on.
Well, now that we're done being racist,
This has been a racist Motion Picture Meltdown episode. As normal.
No question.
We'll go ahead and
motion
move
picture
to
racism.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation from 1989, directed by Jeremiah Chechik, written by the great John Hughes. And I can actually say the great John Hughes.
Indeed.
Unlike the great Wes Craven.
Right.
John Hughes, pretty much everything he did was amazing.
The majority of his movies.
There was a lot of, like, Baby's Day Out was ass, but and toward the end of his
Yeah,
life,
but that was like the end of his career
Oh,
when he
life.
was almost dead.
Yeah. But wrote Home Alone movies, wrote
Uncle Buck.
or directed Uncle Buck,
Yeah.
About 100 good 80s movies.
directed
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club,
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Pretty in Pink, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
16 Candles,
Weird Science.
Yeah.
Yes.
Science, yep, and wrote
Amazing classics.
several National Lampoon's Vacation movies.
Yeah, before they started making like straight to DVD softcore porn. That's all
Yeah.
they do now. It's
I
like
don't understand.
rip-offs of American Pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Starring Chevy Chase as Clark Griswold. Chevy Chase is one of those comedic actors that I talked about during the John Candy episode, which is kind of crazy because that was also John Hughes, but Chevy Chase is one of those comedic actors that I can never get tired of, and there will never be another one of. Like, you take these comedians today, and you compare them to people like Chevy Chase and John Candy and old Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, all those original Saturday Night Live, Steve Martin.
But that's the thing is that comedic actors. Those comedic actors are fantastic. The problem now is that they're taking comedians
Right.
and putting them in movies. Just because you can be a stand-up comedian does not mean you're an actor. Stop it.
I literally want Gabriel Iglesias to die.
Yeah, I want to kill him
I would beat him
using.
to death.
I want to kill him using Dan Aykroyd's Conehead prop.
Yeah, I would sick Randy Quaid's Rottweiler on him from Christmas Vacation. And,
Shit is full.
and speaking of Randy Quaid's Rottweiler, that's one of my favorite quotes from this movie that I wanted to share with you, fine listener out there.
Fine listener, or all one of you.
Only problem is he's got a little bit of Mississippi leghound in him. If the mood catches him right, he'll grab your leg and just go to town. You don't want him around if you wear his short pants, if you know what I mean.
Like, watch out, because my dog's probably going to hunt
There's
your
like a
leg.
99% chance he's going to rape your leg.
Yeah, and then it's like,
And let's not kid ourselves. That's
just
just
let him
literally
finish.
the definition of rape.
yeah, if it's a Rottweiler, he's raping.
But, like, Mississippi Leghound? What does that mean?
Clearly
You're
not a real
from
thing.
Mississippi.
I've never heard that before, other than in this movie. But again, it's Randy Quaid. Nothing he does. This is not acting for Randy Quaid. This is Tuesday.
No, this is just him hanging out.
This is
and
just
it happens
him,
when
yeah.
the camera's rolling.
I feel like he's actually that guy.
He is. Have you not read about him here lately?
I haven't. You've told me a little bit about
Dude, he
him.
got arrested for squatting in a house, and he thinks that they're like after David Carradine and a couple other people died, and he was like, "Dude, the Illuminati's out to get Hollywood actors." And he
And
went nuts.
especially one so highly regarded as David Carradine and
Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid.
Right, and you know what? Like he's squatting in empty houses in Beverly Hills, just
No
breaking
need.
into
No
houses.
need.
Dude, you're Quaid. You should have some money.
Right.
Borrow a little from Dennis. He's got a little left over.
I'm sure.
And he is so like let himself go now.
Well, I'm sure that's
He
not
looks
what
like a
he looks
bear.
A bear, yeah, he's just giant with a huge beard now.
Wow, this is the worst.
Yeah, and he plays, of course, Eddie. He's the wife's brother, right?
Cousin.
Yes,
Yes.
cousin Eddie.
Because
That's
he
right.
calls Eddie his cousin-in-law at one point. And what about Chevy Chase's wife just being MILF?
Oh yeah, and she looks better as the movies go on too.
Heck
As,
yeah.
as they go on.
Well,
She
this
looks
was one of the
really-
last ones. I think the only one they did after this one was Vegas.
That's right. Beverly D'Angelo plays Ellen Griswold, of course. And then Juliette Lewis, who I'm a huge fan of. I think she's a great actress. She plays Audrey, who's the daughter.
Yeah.
And then Rusty the son in this movie is played by Johnny Galecki.
From Big Bang Theory and Roseanne.
Right.
The main actor. Not Sheldon, the other one.
And Leonard. And actually, in the next movie, Rusty is replaced by Ethan Embry.
Well,
they replaced both the kids.
They replace them with different actors every movie because there's like 4 or 5 years between each movie.
Right.
So, and they want in the movies for you to think there's only been like a year or a few months passing by.
Because otherwise it wouldn't be fun anymore. They wouldn't be the same age.
So, Mark, why don't you talk a little bit about the plot of Christmas Vacation?
Well, pretty much what it is Chevy Chase, who works at some big conglomerate office, he has invented a varnish for cereal that keeps milk from penetrating the cereal so it won't get soggy.
But
so
it also probably gives you all the cancer.
So he thinks
every kind of cancer.
All of the cancer at once.
It's called a varnish, for God's sake.
It's like the Hadoken of cancer. You immediately just Hadoken, you're dead.
Yeah. This is delicious cereal. I'm glad there's no milk on it.
The cereal comes with chemotherapy.
Right, yeah.
There's
the little everything, the bag, it's all there. That's your special prize.
It's such a terrible
Right,
prize.
you gotta buy 3 boxes to get the whole kit, though, so you can put it together. So, Chevy Chase, and he's put this huge big down payment down on a pool. Because with his Christmas bonus, huge big down payment, huge.
He's put down the payment.
A down payment for a pool that he wants to get for his
down
backyard.
Payment down on the pool.
Yes. So that he can fuck both of you.
Yes! You eat that soap. Put it in your mouth, Mark.
Put it deeper.
Yeah.
Put it in real deep like.
So, that vampire fanged it.
Good.
Like, look, bit it.
Nasty.
So, he thinks he's going to get this huge Christmas bonus. And he wants to have Christmas at his house.
Giant Christmas party for his family.
Yeah, and he said that he's like, hey, I've always wanted to have a huge Christmas at the house with all of the family. So, of course, his parents come, his wife's parents come. So, they've got all of the old people, and they're the worst old people.
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah,
I mean, they're just...
Well, Cousin Eddie just shows up in the RV. He just shows up. Yeah. They didn't invite him. He just showed up. And then their Uncle Lewis and their Aunt Bethany or something, who's batshit insane. And
William Hickey plays Uncle Lewis, and he is a bastard in everything. Like, he's got the bastard voice.
Right. He has a bastard.
And you know what's funny?
He has an asshole face.
He was only like 60 years old in this movie. He looks at least 300.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
How is he? No,
he's dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is he still alive? He's not alive anymore.
Yeah, he died in 19. And he was only like 68 when he died. Granted, that's not young.
Right.
It's too young to die.
It's not,
especially
old,
if you have money.
Right? Yeah, but no, I mean,
he was in Puppet Master.
He was also in an episode of
Tales from the Crypt.
The one that Arnold Schwarzenegger directed.
Yep. So good.
Yeah,
loaded.
But I mean, so granted, like basically, Chevy Chase wants to have Christmas at his house. That's it. The Christmas lights, amazing. Love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I love when he's
25,000 individual lights.
I love when he hands Russ the giant knot of
there's a little knot.
There's a little knot. You can take care of that.
It's like 2,000 feet of knotted up bullshit.
You checked every bulb, right, Russ? Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Dad, I'm sure of it. We definitely did.
What about, like, right as soon as they buy their gigantic Christmas tree that's obviously too big for their entire house, and they get home, and he goes to, like, cut the bottom of it so he can put it in the tree stand, and the neighbors come out, and they're like, where are you going to put a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you. And he's like, hey, that's not very nice. I wasn't talking to you. And then he looks at his neighbor's wife. That's my
he looks at Elaine
part of the whole movie. Yeah. Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And I love that he comes out dressed like Welfare Jason. He's got this chainsaw and this crappy hockey mask on.
Why would he have had the hockey mask on? Honestly,
it's so good.
It's Chevy Chase.
It's not protecting him from me.
It's Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase is so good, and like everything he's like. Was it Spies Like Us? That's Chevy Chase.
There's some really bad movies, dude.
Yeah, there's some really
well, but I'm thinking of the.
There are like 3 good Chevy Chase movies.
No, there's way more than that.
He's marrying the Hendersons, right?
No, that was John Lithgow.
John Lithgow.
Oh, okay.
Caddyshack.
What am I thinking of?
Caddyshack, best movie about golf.
Oh, yeah.
Caddyshack 2, worst movie about
worst
golf.
movie about golf. Yeah, he was in Caddyshack 2, of course.
Yeah. I do love the Caddyshack movie.
Last Action Hero.
Yeah, he was in there for just a second.
Dirty Work.
Hasn't done a lot here recently. Like
he was in the Community.
Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, he's one of the main characters in the Community, which is decent. I haven't watched a whole lot of it. I've watched about 4 or 5 episodes of the first season, but
Chevy Chase movies from the 80s are absolutely fantastic. And the thing is that, like, all the crap that happens in these vacation movies, especially the Christmas Vacation, shit like that has happened to you.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not to the extreme, like blowing a cat up with your Christmas
Dude,
lights when you plug them in.
I was about to mention that. That is literally my favorite, probably my favorite part of the movie.
He leaves the imprint of the cat in the carpet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm talking
The imprint of its corpse.
that part too, like, it basically melts to the floor.
Yeah. And then Randy Quaid wants to keep the chair. He's like, care if I keep this and fumigate it?
Yeah.
That's good.
But right before that happens, whenever what was the aunt's name?
Bethany or something,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, she brings the cat in a
Dude,
box.
that is my favorite part.
And he goes,
This box is meowing.
Let me see it. She wrapped up her damn cat.
The way the box moves around is the funniest thing you've ever seen
And
in your
it's
life.
Chevy Chase doing it. That's it. I mean, there's nothing in that box. It just shakes
he
it.
just grabs it and he just shakes it as hard as possible.
Yeah.
This box is meowing. Huh. I wonder if it's meowing, there must be a cat in it.
He doesn't shake it, or at least it's not supposed to look like he's shaking it, because he just holds it by one little part, and it just shakes around so erratically. Like, I believe it did have something in it, not moving, of course.
Well, it's probably just to create the weight.
Right, exactly.
It reminded me of in Gremlins, whenever, what was the main character? Billy?
Yeah.
Billy. When Billy in Gremlins gets Gizmo for the first time, and it's wrapped in that cage, and he's like,
Shaking
what
the
is
head.
it?
Yeah,
And the thing's
shaking
like,
the head.
and he's just shaking the
Right.
cage.
He gets it out, and it's just bleeding out of its ears, and it's like, oh well, I figured out what it was, right in time to kill it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I think that was obviously Christmas present.
Yeah, we did it as a Christmas podcast
Yeah.
maybe a couple years ago.
Whoop your ass.
Phil just slapped me for my insolence.
Cram that soap up your ass. Yeah. No, so let's see. Where did we leave off? I don't even remember. I'm
You're
confused.
talking about the hilarious cat.
Oh, yeah. And then the shitty uncle that blows the Christmas tree up with his friggin' cigar.
And then he lights himself on fire.
Yeah, and doesn't realize it.
So what's your problem?
Yeah. The shittiest uncle ever.
He's such an asshole. And
Is that your uncle that comes to your house and shits and leaves? Is
Yeah.
that him? Go
No,
get my stove.
It's not him because he's just not as... that guy's just disgusting.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's nasty. You can smell him through the TV.
And you know what he smells like?
Cigar smoke.
Cigar smoke,
Mothballs.
cat piss, mothballs, and shit. That's it.
Piss and shit.
Yeah, piss and
Just
shit.
mixed all together in a
cat
brew.
piss and human shit.
Okay.
Totally different things.
Just a delicious brew of
Yeah,
smell.
just put that in a cauldron and boil it.
And like stale coffee breath.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dad breath. For sure. 100%.
McDonald's coffee breath.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about the lady at the mall, though.
Oh,
with the big
boobs.
boobies.
Because it's season 2 be married.
There's-
shit.
No shit.
So brilliant.
There's always
Why do
that
you
scene
pretend
in a
to be
vacation
single?
movie. There's always the hot chick that Chevy Chase stares at when his wife isn't around.
Oh, it's a shirtless girl in European Vacation that's sitting on the bench.
Oh,
Remember? He's just like...
Just the scary face he always makes. And then the one in Vacation where she's always driving by him in the Ferrari
Yeah.
or whatever, and he's just staring at her. Just creepy.
Oh, man. And then, of course, the big surprise for everybody is he's gonna reveal his Christmas bonus that he gets in the mail, which is hilarious. I don't know if you guys pay attention to that, but when the dude's knocking on his door to give him the Christmas bonus, he yanks open the door, and the dude's still knocking, and he pulls the door knocker off the door.
Rips him off the door, yeah.
He's like, what do you want? So he gives him his Christmas bonus, which is...
Jelly of the Month Club.
for a year.
For a year.
Which is the gift that keeps on giving.
That's
all
what
year
Randy
long.
Quaid says.
That
Hey,
can't
Clark,
cost
that's the
more than
gift that keeps
$15.
on giving.
What is that?
You just
What
get
about
a
when
jelly
Randy
in the mail each month.
One jelly.
The weirdest part of the
Like a
movie,
Cracker Barrel jelly?
just a different jelly.
Essentially.
Yeah.
No, not like those tiny little samples of jelly. Like a can or a container
A
of jelly.
can of jelly.
They go to,
You know what are you saying?
Math!
when
That counts.
when Randy Quaid and Chevy Chase go to Walmart, and Randy Quaid throws like 26 bags of dog food, like as they're walking throughout Walmart.
I don't
he's
want to
just-
take any charity. He throws another bag of dog food.
Yeah, it was like 9 50-pound bags of dog food on the cart. Got all your shopping done there, Eddie? Oh, you know. And he talks about being broke and how they can't get anything for the kids and all that, so Chevy Chase wants to help them. And then I think not too long after that, was when, no, maybe it was before that when they did the sled thing. The sled scene. He like greases up the sled with the
crazy varnish.
With the crazy Crisco that they've made.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the slickest surface on the planet. And when he sits on the sled, it takes off like the DeLorean from Back to the Future. It leaves a flaming
88
trail.
miles per hour.
Yeah, and you did see some serious shit.
That's okay, though, because in Vegas Vacation, Clark actually gets back at Eddie because he uses all his underground money to gamble with.
Yep.
Like, he finds like 90 cans of money at Eddie's trailer, and he uses
in
it
the
all
RV in the middle of the desert in Nevada.
Yeah. But, and so Clark at this point just flips out, and he probably gives the best insult I've ever heard in a movie.
And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is!
Worm-headed?
Snake-looking.
What about the other one where he goes off on his family?
Oh yeah, where he's
Hold on, we need to get the soap ready for Chevy Chase's mouth.
Yeah.
We're all in this together. This is a full-blown 4-alarm holiday emergency here. We're gonna press on, and we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye. And when Santa squeezes his fat white ass down that chimney tonight, he's gonna find the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house.
Fat white ass?
Yeah.
It's not, that's a call
No, he
sign
said
fat.
fat white ass.
Oh, they said white ass. That's nasty.
Like, so, at this point, his family's all trying to leave because of his mental breakdown. And he's just glaring
like,
at
oh,
them. It's
you're
like,
not
nobody's leaving.
Yeah. Freaks out, and then he gets the chainsaw out.
Yeah.
Because the Christmas tree's gone up, so he goes to the neighbor's house and cuts down a tree in their yard. But not before he fixes the banister.
Well,
the wobbly banister. He just chops it off with the chainsaw. Fixed it! And then just keeps going.
Clearly out of his friggin' mind.
Right, yeah, just nuts.
I love when Art says something to him during right after his flip out, and he's just like, "Don't piss me off, Art." Like, that's all he says, and he goes immediately back to the other conversation. So, "Don't piss me off, Art."
So a couple of things that I wanted to talk about that fall directly into the category of shit that's happened to me. The fucking goddamn.
Yes. Here, put 2 of them in there.
Yeah.
So we get 2 in.
Let's get some PP.
Puke.
This is why I wish we did this as a video podcast. I thought, 'cause that face was like an old constipated man.
I'm sure right now I have no color in my face. I seriously just
actually it's all red. It's the other way around.
It's 200 degrees in here.
200
Always.
degrees.
Anyway,
there are only 2 temperatures in Steven's house: hot and ass hot. Like inside
sweaty ass hot.
Swass.
I have to disagree. I'm pretty sure there's also frozen. Frozen.
I'm okay
solid.
with frozen.
Well, I'm not okay with it.
Yeah, well, blankets.
When your balls literally are crusted like icicles down your...
So when you tear your balls off your leg, it sounds like wind chimes clicking.
Like your nuts look like the cold miser from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
So, anyways, the Christmas or the Valentine's Day or whatever present he finds in the attic that's from like 30 years earlier.
Yeah.
That's definitely happened. Whenever Eddie walks into his house for the first time, he's wearing that ridiculous sweater, and they're all like drinking eggnog out of ridiculous moose glasses. And he just pokes that little windmill, and it just shatters to a million pieces. Those things really do that. It's impossible to assemble one. It's impossible. I've never done it. My parents have one. I put it together 1,000 times, and there's always at least one missing. Because you put them in there. I don't know what's supposed to be holding them in there. I don't know if you're supposed to glue them in.
Speaking of that eggnog, Clark just straight chugs the eggnog whenever
when he loses his shit at the end of the movie. He's just slamming it. I want those glasses, though. I want reindeer heads to drink.
I thought they were mooses.
I think they're mooses.
Whatever.
Meese.
Meese.
Yeah.
Mooses.
Or reindeer.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Those glasses are
they're reindeer moose.
They're the tits.
They're rain moose. You almost did it. You gotta catch yourself. Just right. I mean, come on.
I have to.
Oh my goodness. The coffee made it worse. I just started trying to...
Now you have soapy coffee.
Soffy.
And then, so, Clark's one wish is for somebody to go and kidnap his boss. So he does that, or no, he doesn't do that. Eddie does. Eddie goes and grabs
Eddie saves
him.
Christmas. Biggest piece of shit in the family. Eddie saves Christmas.
Yeah. And, like, it's not like the boss had any choice in the matter because he was pretty much surrounded by a group of people and that he thought wanted to murder him.
Yeah, but he gets there and he's like, oh, we were trying to save money, so we got rid of the Christmas bonuses. And then, of course, the SWAT team busts through the windows and they come in there and the guy's like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize taking Christmas bonuses away would do this. I feel like a piece of shit. So he gives Clark his bonus plus 20% so he can get the pool.
His wife even calls him out for being
he's like, you cheap bastard.
Yeah. And I love how the SWAT team just nonchalantly walks away from the fact that they busted in all of his windows.
Yeah, let's say they repel in through every possible orifice.
Where did they swing from? That's what I'm wondering. Like, they swing in the top floor windows. And it's like in that Spider-Man game that came out in PS2 where you could just swing from the sky.
Even if you were above the skyline, you could still swing. Yeah. That was the dream. That was what it was. Yeah. You needed that.
I was like, where did they swing in from? Oh, well.
Or like
Christmas
the Superman
magic.
game where you can only fly like maybe 10 feet above the highest skyscraper.
Why?
And then you stopped. You're just stuck on the
You hit that invisible video game plane.
Yeah, the barrier.
No fun.
No fun at all. Well, it's not as fun without the cussing.
It's not as fun without the cussing.
We're kind of reaching the end. We should probably plug all of our awesome people.
Oh, yeah. Our awesome people. Like us.
Yeah.
We didn't even introduce ourselves. It's the second time we've done that. But we'll do it at the end. You can find us online at Unitedcypher.com.
Hey-o.
You can subscribe and get all of our episodes for free at
horsemasturbators.com.
On iTunes. Rate and review us, please. For all the goodies, we'll come and give you hugs. Check out Return of the Living podcast right now. They're doing a really cool thing where if you draw a Christmas card for them, it's got to, or I guess you could do it online too. It's just got to be self-made Christmas card for their podcast. And yours is in the top 3. They will send you a Cthulhu ornament. And it's like a Cthulhu with a Santa hat on and sunglasses.
That is the best Christmas ornament to have.
Yeah, it's
so scary.
It's pretty awesome.
So appropriate.
So check out them. Check out 76th Street Network. You can find us on there. You can find them on there, as well as a lot of other podcasts.
A lot of other ones that are really good.
Check out Five Finger Tees. They have National Lampoons Christmas Vacation shirts. They have the Shitters Full shirt.
That's the reason why we have something to do with this website, is that almost every movie that we talk about is on their website.
Right. And they are
a perfect combination.
They're open to taking suggestions from us too, which is pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, check them out for $11 shirts, sometimes $8 shirts.
Ooh, lipstick.
Find us on YouTube. Where else can you find us, Mark?
Mexico.
Twitter.
Facebook's Twitter
at MPM Podcast. Not whatever Mark says I say.
You always say MPN.
No, I've never said that.
No, yeah, you've never farted, you've never snorted, you've never slept
I know
either.
that MPM
and you've
stands
never
for
said rum.
Mark
or
Philip
coffee.
Mark. Because I hate you twice. So you can find us there. Also, this is going to be Christmas episode month. So for the rest of December, it's going to be Christmas episodes as usual. And that's pretty much all the time we have today.
We have absolutely no clue what we're doing for Christmas episodes for the rest of the month. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
We know.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I'm thinking the Santa Claus movies.
Oh, you did say that. It made me hate you.
Yeah, with Martin, the third one with Martin Short.
I will not watch the Santa Claus movies.
You will watch them.
He's turned into me. I will not.
You will watch them.
There are hardly any movies with that actor in them that I will watch. Not Martin Short. The other one.
Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Tim Toolman Taylor?
As far as I'm concerned, he's dead to me.
I just watched the first one and it was really good.
No, it wasn't.
Really
liars.
And then we're going to do the Silent Night Deadly movies.
No, yeah, we did talk about that.
Apparently Mark had a stroke or the soda raises brain.
I'm going to go with that.
Soap poisoning. That's what it was.
So
made me go blind.
With that being said, I'm Stephen the Roast Rosenberg and I'm going to put soap in my mouth just for fun.
That is so good.
We'll see you next time.
In the frosty air.
Jingle bells, motherfucker.
Yeah.